right. Shit, we're all here. The gang's all here.
The gang's all here. Hey.
Welcome to Phases, bro.
Dude, thanks for having me.
Dude, haven't seen you in forever, bro. Hey, can we do it on camera?
Hey. I don't have a special handshake. All these years, I never had one.
It's more just a bro hug.
It's just a bro hug.
We
yeah.
just get a nice
It's just
embrace
it's
each
very
other.
natural and just real.
Yeah.
Just like, hey, bro.
This is for the IG influencers.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
welcome to our, what is this, episode 15?
15, dude.
Our
It's like-
15, bro. Today's our
Quinceañera.
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 Yeah, and you're our chamberlain.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Welcome to our quince.
Why am I pregnant now? That's how every
Gonna be a
quince should
soccer
be.
player. Oh, yes, he is.
Oh, yeah. You're going to do great things in this community.
Wait, what? I'm a class.
Hey, episode 15 of Phases podcast. Let's introduce who this man is, the man of the hour.
Man of the hour. Our first guest.
Our first guest.
First guest of the show.
Appreciate that.
Yeah.
Appreciate that. It's big.
Yeah. This man has done great things for the community and outside internationally. He's renowned for his philanthropy and
Give it up for Gary V.
giving away Mercedes and Porsches everywhere in Armenia. No, really though. This is our I don't know. It's like, what do we call you?
It's our brother.
It's our brother, but like,
brother from another mother.
this is our third P in a pod.
Yes.
In this pod.
He's he completes our he completes our trifecta.
Yeah. This is Mr. Gabriel Alejandro Atian.
You're missing one more last name.
Garcia? Garcia. Sorry, I've been in the States too long.
I've been out for too long.
Yeah, so
But,
this
yeah.
is our main guy right here.
Other AKA G Wiz, AKA G Money, AKA the King.
AKA Sleepy Willis, AKA the King, Homecoming King of 2012, Tucson High's best in show.
Stay tuned for the 10-year reunion. He's planning it. The King.
He's gonna be headlining at the 2020
Jesus.
Tucson High School reunion.
2022.
2022, bro.
Damn. Well, I appreciate you guys, having me, and
Yeah.
I don't even know what to say because like you guys are my bros, so like this formality is not even formal, but it is a formality being here with you guys on this thing that you guys have set up for. Who knows how long? I've been seeing the past year. Yeah, I've seen you guys
I know
like
how long.
how long?
Not that long.
But I've seen you guys do your thing as I'm away in Armenia and like hearing some of the podcasts. So I was just like, all right, there you go. They're my guys.
Yeah,
doing
you
my
were
thing,
originally
so-
supposed to be part of this.
Well,
Well, you are now, but
I'm here. Yeah, I am here.
yeah,
But-
we love having you. We're gonna. I think we should like talk about the history of how we both met him, and
A brief history.
a brief history, not like
Yeah.
the full. So, I met G at Ross Scrooge in Miss Anderson's class, 6th grade math. He was right next to me.
I said brief.
And I remember we went home that day and said,
I do.
"Who was that guy?" I do. I'm ready. I'm ready to commit to a friendship. And ever since then, that's too brief, bro.
Yeah, we were just a
and
thing,
then
you
we're
know?
here now. Yeah.
God bless Miss Anderson.
She's getting way too much credit.
Well, here's a more interesting story. I met this guy through Preston. Preston.
That's why it's more interesting.
It's He was the bridge that bridged our this whole trifecta basically. Freshman year of high school. You know, me and Preston were friends since the summer program, which you guys already know. And it was then he brought me into his clique. You know, he's like, hey, this is how we do it, all right, home. So this right here is G Money right here. So we're gonna have to, you know, we went to the squares, to the Palmas on Tucson High, and I got initiated. And was accepted.
We jumped him up.
Jumped it good.
Yeah.
Still feel it.
I said, cover his eyes. In the tail on this donkey, fool.
We pinned him, all right.
We pinned him, right? I got pinned, fool. Join the wrestling club, fool. You pinned me, bro. Yeehaw. I said, he on. He on.
He officially on.
He on. Yeah, but ever since then, bro, we've just always, and then we've traveled together. We've gone places.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sacktown.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. What a great. Sacramento. LA.
But Disney, LA.
Florida.
Yeah, Florida.
I wasn't part of that, but I just want to remind them.
He used to live there.
We told him to come through, but he wasn't about that life. So.
True.
But nah, we've all had our different, let's say, paths that have overlapped in different ways in different time frames along the years. And I mean, every era has had, let's say, like a different emotion and a different feeling and a different connection. It wasn't all the same at all times. We all had, you know, our different. I mean, we as a trio here, we connect to each other in different ways. You know, like me and Dre have a specific type of connection that, you know, I don't have with other people, and I have a specific type of connection with Preston that I don't have with other people. You know, it's and then they have a connection clearly, you know, that you guys have seen manifest on this podcast. So, so at the end of the day, it's something that, like, we've all gone through our journes, and they've all
And we have
overlapped.
that trio connection
That
where
tell
when
me.
we're together, like,
Oh, yeah.
it's its own manifestation of just like three guys that just like are meant to fucking be together.
Because we at the end of the day, like, we've all gone through
Destiny.
what I noticed is that we all have gone through, let's say, our respective troubles and traumas, and also, like, you know, our successes together, and we find a common ground that, like, really unifies each other in a way that we just elevate each other, you know, more so than you could, like, see in other people, you know. So it's like it's one of those things where if you're going through something, you at least have someone there as like a form of support that, like, elevates you mentally. If you're, like, in a funk, you know, I can always somehow, you know, even if I'm expecting it or not, like, count on these guys, you know. And that's why, like, where all the places that I've been in my life, you know, I can attribute it to these guys, you know, for, like, putting me through situations where have taught me a lot, have gotten me out through a lot of things. So, you know, all these situations have really solidified this bond, you know, and I'm truly grateful for that. So.
Yeah, and you're the only guy that can block me on stories, and I still kind of like you.
All love.
Yeah, all love.
Well, now you know the reason why, right?
Now I know the reason why.
Do you want to get into that?
Yeah. So I had the best birthday weekend this last week, and I say that about him blocking me on Instagram because G over here blocked me in order, and it still has me blocked. I don't know what the rest of it is.
I don't have you blocked anymore.
Bro, I can't see your stories, all right?
I haven't posted in a minute.
How did I know you were set? Anyway. G blocked me on stories to surprise me because I didn't know he was coming into town. I thought he was still halfway across the world. and
Fighting the good fight.
fighting the good fight. Yeah, he really was. And me and Andre were gonna have birthday dinner with my mom and my sister, and all of a sudden, man, like an extra gift came in and surprised me. We were Andre tells me to get up because we're gonna take a birthday selfie as soon as I got there, and me and him are like hugging, and he has the camera up, and then all of a sudden, my peripheral, somebody is coming to try to get in the photo, so I just put my arm out, and then I'm like, get in here, whoever you are. And then it didn't hit me until I saw the reflection on the camera, and it was
Keep going.
it was G. Is that
No.
no? Okay. Well, that's what I was saying. Is that G? That's G. G was in the camera, and it wasn't just a hologram. I thought it was like Tupac, but he was here.
The thing was is that like as I was approaching, because me and Dre were trying to figure out how to best go about this. So I was hitting him up, and as soon as I arrived, I'm like, "Yo, what's the deal with Preston? Like, is he here yet? Or like, how should we go about it? Should I sit at the table as he comes through?"
I was a CIA operative, spearheading this joint operative with Interpol.
And I was straight up so tired because I just drove in from San Diego, and I was like, I literally just got off the freeway, got onto Wetmore, and that was like my first experience in Tucson in about 3 years, and like there I go straight to this restaurant that didn't exist when I left. So yeah, I was like, how should we do this? And the hostess was like, you can wait into in the family bathroom. I'm like, all right.
Wait in the family bathroom. I left my family in Armenia.
But the thing was, as soon as I got into that bathroom, I'm like, wait, how long am I going to be in here for? You know, like,
Just go in the stall. Here's a newspaper from Armenia.
So
We printed it out for you.
So I get in there, and then yeah, Dre tells me that Preston's arrived and out on all that, and then he's told me like
The eagle has landed.
the eagle has landed. I'm like, all right, let me know when he sits down.
He said, actually, I got a bowel movement coming along, so can you hold it?
But as soon as he gave me the green light, I walked out and I saw him from a distance. I'm like, oh, okay, shit, like it's happening.
Hey, question is, did you wash your hands?
No.
Well, my biggest question of the night too, though, is your outfit that night, bro. It was really nice, dude.
Yeah?
The jacket and it's not a scarf. It's a
No, it's
is a
pretty
scarf?
technically a scarf. Yeah, it's a scarf. Yeah, but
it's very
Yeah.
very steezy.
Yeah, when they
It
brought
was-
out the
it was-
birthday cake, they
it's
brought
a
it
little-
to him first.
It was like a little bohemian in a way, but
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what would you even call it. I don't want to say Armenian.
Brohemian, bro. It was very brohemian.
no, I mean that outfit was like it's just leftovers of like a lot of.
It's what you go to sleep in at night over there. Call it pajama casual.
But it was left over from my roommate's friend that went back to France. It was one of her jackets that she left like 2 years prior and she didn't come back.
So it's
We-
unisex.
It was pretty much yes, yeah. So she left. She didn't come back, and we had to move apartments and all these different things. And I don't think she was ever no word if she was gonna come back or not. So it was kind of like a hand-me-down leftover, and I appropriated. No, I didn't. That's not the word. But I just I took over that jacket. That jacket was left over, and
That's appropriate.
yeah. So then and then that scarf, which is like has a lot of let's say that regional influence.
Definitely.
But
Yeah.
Steezy for sure.
For sure.
But yeah, I came up, dude, and I didn't know what to do. I was about to like tap on your shoulder, but then Dre, I guess, just like on the spot, like did some amazing thing. It was just like, hey, let's get up and take a selfie.
That was improv, bro.
That was improv.
That
ladies and
was
gentlemen.
straight up improv, and it worked to the best.
But the thing
right.
was that tripped me out is that as soon as I started like getting close and I popped up in the camera like on the first like I came like behind him in the middle and like I was on the camera and you kind of were looking at the phone, so I'm like, all right, he saw me, but he didn't have a reaction. So I came around
Like,
and
hey,
I grabbed
I'm in.
you And then like he still didn't have a reaction. Like he kind of looked over, but then like kept going. I'm like, does he know that I'm here? Like what's going on? And I was tripping out. I'm like
He
how
forgot
can he
his
block
face.
me?
I'm like, what's going on? But then like as
You
soon as,
invited him?
I'm blocking you in real life.
but as soon as Dre kept turning the camera, and then like you realized, and then you like your eyes opened up, and then like your reaction was like, I was still confused. I was still confused because
saw a ghost.
I'm like, are you playing it off? Do you know I'm here? Like, what's going? So your reaction, I'm like, I'm not sure if this is authentic, or I'm not sure if like I'm here, and you're playing it off, or like.
As soon as they bring the phones out, I'm like, yeah, what's up, bro?
So
What's good, bro?
I know you were in the family bathroom.
They got cameras in there, bro.
This girl was waiting with her baby trying to get it changed, but you could have let me know.
But
Marker.
But long story short, it was a weird, let's say 15 minutes after that.
But wasn't the payoff like amazing? Because
No.
it was authentic?
It was authentic, but it was great, but it also kind of like weird because I didn't know how to. It felt normal being around you, but at the same time not, because I haven't seen you in a while. So mentally, there's just kind of a blockage of like this is normal and chill, but it's like
It was that surrealness. I mean, it was the same for me too. Because there was no...
Same for me too.
Me too. I want you guys to share this video and hashtag me too on it. Because it was the same for me, him, me too. There was no inclination. Like I said, he blocked me. Did I say that already?
Yeah.
Okay.
About like 15 times.
That I had no idea, like, you would be in town.
Yeah.
Or even, like, in the States, bro.
The sad thing is that he posted some. No, actually, I saw them because you tagged me in my birthday posts. Cause
And you couldn't repost it.
I couldn't repost it because I don't know.
Because he's a scorned ex.
So there's some things I had to keep low key and make sure that the people around me, I like what I did with my sister. I blocked her and along with her like a few of her close friends because, residual information passing it along. I couldn't risk that. So I covered all loose ends.
He didn't have an operative on that side.
No. But it was very covert.
Luckily, CIA provides. We operate in Armenia.
I'm a private agent.
The payoff, though, was definitely the most surprising, greatest, like...
It was very wholesome.
It was wholesome as hell because it was literally the people that I wanted to be there were there. So, like, and it was good food, too. It was good food, too.
Yeah.
That was...
Churrasco de
Churrasco,
Brazil.
shout out to you. Good service, and, like, that... I'd never experienced anything like that.
If you eat there, don't eat that whole day.
That's what Andre told me, and he was so right because I was super hungry and like, their salad bar by itself could be its own buffet.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I don't know about that soup, that butternut squash.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah.
It was
they
probably
don't-
delicious, but too full asking for another filet mignon or bacon wrapped sirloin.
Seriously, it was bomb.
That shit was awesome. I really had a great time, and then the afterwards was great, but it was so great. So, man, what's it like being here, doing this potty, man? What do you got to say?
It's a podcast. Potties. It's a form of using the bathroom. My friend.
Awesome.
No.
He's comparing our podcast to a bathroom, is what I think what he's trying to say.
This is
It brings that same relief, maybe.
definitely.
Why
Yeah.
don't you open up a couple tabs? Maybe 12.
20 is not enough. Nah, but honestly, dude, it's just been an adjustment period. Honestly, just like being like, from what I experienced, man, there's like a lot of people that I end up meeting in Armenia go, like, let's say the diaspora, like wherever they may be from the US, Argentina, South America, or like Europe, or wherever they may be coming from. Like, there's a good quantity of them that like come through and then like end up leaving, like for like after 1 year, like they take their vacation for like a month or two, go back home, and they come back. and I never had that. You know, I was there, like on a consecutive basis for almost 3 years. So like everything that I was experiencing from the US was all through social media and like the internet. Like I had no other perspective of like what was going on back here. So at the end of the day, dude, it was just kind of like the reality over there in Armenia became so became so normalized. Where like that was my life now. You know, that was just my day to day, and that was my reality. So coming back here, although like I grew up here, you know, I was born and raised here. I lived in Tucson for 20 years until I moved, and all those things. Everything felt very familiar, but at the same time weirdly distant because I grew accustomed to another life. So it's like
Is it like seeing like an ex-girlfriend
maybe like it's
or like an ex-wife?
in the sense of like, but I mean potentially like it's one thing. It's like one thing where it's like you grew so many like experiences, so many like memories, so many things in a certain mindset, right? And then like all of a sudden like you leave that and then something else becomes your new.
Is it almost like you don't want to like regress to like a that was like me when I was younger thinking, or like this lifestyle was like me when I was younger and I went on to do other stuff? I'm like going back.
Honestly, no. Like,
Okay.
because at the end of the day,
Wrong.
get out.
Thunderdome.
No, dude, honestly, being away for so long has actually made me appreciate, you know, where I grew up and the people that I had around coming up. That's why, like, being home is like, it's nice. It's a nice relief. I can appreciate the things that I have around me, the friends, the landscape, like, you know, cactuses, because I haven't seen some for a long time.
Cacti, bro. You've been gone away too
That's
long.
very true. I got corrected with that many times. Cacti. But
Go on.
but yeah, dude, it's just
Wrong. Sorry, I was waiting for my clap back. Was a little hurt.
you ain't get it.
Not impressed.
Not impressed.
Nah, but real talk though.
So what are you doing? I'm sorry. Keep going.
But no, man, it's I feel like, you know, if I truly embrace like everything that I've gone through and everything that I learned along the journey, it's like coming back is not something like I'm regressing to or anything. It's more so like I've learned so much more about myself and who I am as a human being, as a person, that like I now come back with a new perspective to like my hometown and appreciate that much more, but with like a better understanding of who I am as a human being, you know?
Yeah, it's like a new you coming back, just with more knowledge, more experience.
A little perspective of
More-
the world.
Yeah,
Wiser.
I have a serious question. Like, do you think with your new found experience that you take shorter showers? Because I know you used to like to let the water run for like 40 minutes
This is true.
before you
This is
even
true.
hop in the
This
shower.
is true.
And I
This
was
guy
just
is
I was just wondering.
notorious.
I wanna press the hard
Famous-
questions here.
Famously known for this.
All right, so yes,
I
am-
knock on the. Sometimes I just turn it on because I need some ambience and some steam. You know, just be sitting on the counter next to the mirror. 50 minutes in and still not in the shower yet.
All right, yeah, that's real. That's real talk. Facts. So for some reason,
Wrong.
Not impressed.
Not impressed.
on some real stuff, for whatever reason, like the bathroom has been like
sanctuary.
my sanctuary in every regard, like, you know, with the water running and the steam going on and
Jacking
like
off.
But no, it was like, I saw it as a place where like maybe I didn't have like the privacy in my room because people would come and knock or like ask me for things or whatever. But if you're in your bathroom, it's like people normally
His
don't.
FBI agent's like, not impressed. Not impressed.
People don't normally
Interrupt.
or like get it, like try to. So it's like if you need to sit down and like let your thoughts run because you don't have it, let's say, anywhere else to go. Back in the days, you didn't have a car or anywhere to walk. Like where would I walk to? Like back for everyone that's like not from the U.S. Like U.S. is like far and wide. Like if you're gonna go somewhere, you're probably gonna go like walk a few miles to get to the nearest store. Like maybe exaggeration, but it's kind of true. So like if I'm stuck at home, like where can I find like my peace? And like I found the bathroom to be that place. So
It's like your own personal spa.
dude, it's my own personal spot. So I grew up accustomed to that.
I understand that, yeah.
And then it kind of became, I wouldn't say not necessarily a bad
It's like
habit,
you wouldn't let
but
me join you though at your spa. We need to come over to my apartment.
mental health. I was all about my mental health back in the
I'd come
day.
in with my towel and be like, "Can I join?"
Nah, man, I need my.
Hello?
I need my.
Hello?
This is my me time. This is my me time. I need my space.
You okay in there, man?
I just wanted to do the X-Men with you real quick.
But on some real talk, when I first went to Armenia, I was like with a host family, right? So I had to be a little more conscious about like how long I was in the shower and whatnot. Thing was though, like the funny thing about Armenia is that like we're not really scarce on our water resource. Like we have like we're good on water. Like tap water is clear, fresh, and it's like we're like let water run. Like it's just you're good. So like, but the thing is just like still though, like as you're like pretty much technically a guest at someone's house, you're conscious about it. So it's just kind of like you got to find other ways to kind of like find your peace, your sanctuary, like your refresher. So yeah, I did take shorter showers.
What about like just going to the bathroom without the shower running?
Oh yeah,
You could just be in there forever?
I mean, it depends, not forever, but like.
Was it like one bathroom?
Oh yeah. Like
Yeah.
over there, like
Yeah.
depends. Yeah.
So then you still have to be kind of considerate in case somebody has to go.
For
Like,
sure, but the thing is like it depends on like when let's say my host family, like my host mom or host dad, like if they were still at work and I got home early, then I would like I got the place to myself or like whatever.
Light the candles.
Light the candles. But yeah,
Tissue
the only
boxes,
thing is
lotion.
like the thing is
gonna
though
be a
is like
long
when
night.
as soon as I moved into like my my roommate's house, shout out to Gabe, he had the same name.
Shout out to Gabe.
what up, Gabe? Hope you're listening.
I kind of grew back into the habit of like taking long showers again. And he also liked taking long showers, so it's kind of one of those things where like
He didn't say let's save water, right?
no.
Okay, good.
So
Shout out to you, Gabe, for not saying that.
So at the
He
end of
said,
it,
let's save time.
Let's save the world.
yes.
Yeah.
No, but no, I guess it came to a point where like we both knew like if one of us went into the bathroom, we'd be in there for some time. So like we'd milk it even more. So then like the amount of time that like we'd be in there, be like, all right, this is my time. So like,
Don't come a knocking.
so like he maybe be in there for an hour or two. Maybe I was in there for like an hour. Like,
Jeez.
but it was a nice bathroom. It was a nice bathroom. I'm not gonna lie.
Was this pre-TikTok?
Holy shit.
But no, man, it's just a place where it's like let's say it's like it's an enclosed room where it's like not much. Let's say
Becomes a steam room after an hour.
not much sound is like coming in or like whatever. So it's kind of just like it's quiet. You have more control, let's say the lighting situation in there. It's just like you have more control of the environment in there. It's just and then you can wash your hands and all. You had options. You had options. So it's just like I found it very accessible and comforting.
Did it have a little fan running? Because I find that to be ultra soothing.
Actually, yeah. The
When
more
there's a fan going,
that's
it's
the
like
thing.
that white noise.
The white
Yeah.
noise. That's why either the water or like
Uh-huh.
the fan. Like if there's white noise going on, like you're good. You're chilling.
So did you bust nuts after nothing? Clap it in. Clap it in.
Jesus Christ.
We'll clap it in one more time. But yeah, so yeah, you know,
Bathrooms, dude.
You spend a lot of time in
I
them.
still do.
Still do, huh?
Well, I mean, not here in Tucson, but you know, it's
Hey.
look. All I'm gonna say is
What's the deal with the soccer ball?
oh, dude. So, you really want me to get into this a little bit briefly?
Let's get into it.
All right.
Let's get into it.
So this ball is AFA ball, which means you know, it's like the Federation of Argentinian Football, soccer, and this is pretty much a relic of my last time I went to Argentina. It's a professional ball. It costs like more than $100 or whatever, but this ball is like from the 2004 season. This is what they played with within the professional club level in Argentina.
Has Messi's sweat on it.
It does. So yeah, this ball is like pretty much one of the nicest balls I've seen, and one of the nicest balls, like, you know, I just cherish it because at the end of the day, like, football, soccer has been like such a big part of my life.
And you've been playing a lot of football over there, right?
in Armenia.
Yeah.
How's it compare?
It's
Yeah, how does soccer compare?
to here.
Yeah, to here.
And while you guys talk about this, I'm gonna take a leak. Just kidding. Go ahead.
No, real talk. I mean, it's different because like over there they have a lot of, let's say, mini pitches or
Canchas.
little canchitas like around where like they're within the city, and people like it's just like almost like street soccer. Like you have a lot of kids like playing around and like playing with each other. It's nothing like what it is here, where it's like a pay-to-play system. Like you have to have money to play and all this stuff, and have a full-on system. So it's like
It's like Archer Center.
pretty much like you roll up and like you
El
got
Rio. Ormsby.
so you roll up and whoever's there, it's mostly like your homies from the neighborhood. Whoever's there, they come and play. That's why you always hear kids like in the box. Box are like the mini neighborhood, because you have like apartment buildings, and it's like they go into like a U-shaped kind of Barcelona style, and then like in the middle is like the area in the inside. So like that's a box, like the little mini area. So you hear kids like screaming like other people's names, and like the kids are looking outside the apartments, and they're like, all right, like it's game time, like let's go outside and play.
Oh, that's dope.
cool.
That's like Sandlot.
That's
So
Sandlot, 4th of July. Fucking Hambino.
dude, but it's sick, dude. But at the end of the day, though, it's like that's like the sport that is played, you know. Like aside from that, Armenia is like, it has always been known like since like centuries, like, or you know, millennia. Chess, like they've always been like masters of chess. They've always been like chess champions. I mean, a lot of people think of like Armenia or like Armenians as like very individualistic. You know, like they do their own thing. So that's why like in sports, like they're like really good at boxing, like always in the high.
So like individual sports,
like
are they good at
boxing,
tennis even?
wrestling. I'm not too sure. Andre Agassi is actually Armenian.
He is.
So
I thought he
Ar-
was
surprise.
So the thing is like
Wrong.
his last name is Agasyan, you know, and Armenians have the last name of like IAN or like YAN. But so his name was like Agasyan, but
shit.
like they chopped it to Agassi. So
Agassi.
Andre Agassi, and
That's like how Tom Hanks's name was really Tom Hinkle.
yeah. Wait, really though? I have no idea. I have no idea.
Okay.
You playing games?
Wrong.
Wrong. Not impressed.
Not impressed. Not impressed.
Anyways, though, yeah. But so at the end of the day, though, like football over there, it's hella passionate, dude. It's like really, really passionate. Like when I'm playing in the league, like I'm in a team of like diasporans, which are like, you know, Armenians from like different parts of the world. Like I have a lot of Lebanese friends on the team, like my Brazilian friends. There's now a few Argentinians on our squad, and yeah, dude, we're playing against a bunch of like local Armenians are from like Armenia, and like they're physical as hell, dude. Like they get into it.
What's the most physical match you've been a part of?
Oh, dude, like I'm at least like getting bruised up after every game. Like it's one of those things where I kind of like it because my dad, like coming from Argentina, they play a very, very physical like game.
Argentinians are dirty.
I mean, they play a very,
They
very
need a shower for an hour.
they play a very physical game. It's nothing like how it is here. So when I was growing up, my dad taught me how to play strong and like put my body into how to use your body strategically, and also like put your body into another body into the ball. So
he taught you how to fuck, basically.
This ball is a woman.
put your body to You're right. But
Spit on this ball.
but no.
Slap it.
It's
I won't
it's
call
good.
a penalty on you.
Red card.
I am impressed.
Nah, but it's a good game over there. It's a hard game where like if they're like hard fought battles, then like it feels good after you win.
That's what's up. That's sick, man. To like play like a sport that, you know, you grew up with, and to play it in like another country. Like I remember when I first went to Mazatlan in Mexico, you know, that was like the deepest I've ever been in Mexico. And so, you know, but when you get that deep, you know, they have soccer canchas and it's all soccer. The deeper you go, you know, that's the heavy sport there. And I remember playing with the neighborhood kids and the competition, like this dude, they're concrete floors and they have rocks on them and sometimes even glass. And this kid is balling up with barefoot, like,
Damn.
like just straight up like shooting rockets. And he's probably like, I want to say I was like 16 at the time, and he was probably like 12, and he was just like had a cannon of a leg, and like, and it was just cool because then you get to like communicate. You know, I wasn't even that fluent in Spanish at the time, but we were able to just communicate and then earn that mutual respect for one another by playing the game and everything. And so I can only imagine like to be in a country like Armenia, you know, so far away from the U.S., you know, that's pretty.
Dude, it's
amazing
crazy
experience.
because it's like, you know, you don't. When I first got there, I was like barely like, you know, I didn't even speak the language when I first arrived, and then like slowly but surely started learning. But yeah, man, it was just kind of one of those things where like you let the game talk, you know,
Yeah,
and like
definitely.
you communicate like when someone knows the game, like knows like not fundamentals, but like they just know the mentality of the game.
Yeah.
Like that's the connection right there. And like it happened a little. There's a few ballers in Armenia, you know. I mean, there's a baller community, but it's like you don't have courts all over the place. But it's like it's crazy how, you know, sports easily unites because it's just like it's a fundamental, just like across the board, like understanding of like, you know,
If you're good, it doesn't matter where you're from.
Yeah.
That's the universal language.
So
Sport.
It's instinctual too, you know, like it's primal, you know, like you come to a court and, you know, you have your Mufasa there, and if you give Mufasa a good fight, he's going to keep you in the kingdom, you know, or you're going to not come back and step, you know what I mean? That's like, I think sports brings out those primal.
oh, dude, and that's
and
one
that's what
thing
we
for
connect
sure.
on, yeah.
Is that if you're not really like holding up your end, like you're gonna probably hear it like over there. And it's just like
You're gonna get Mufasa.
you're
Thrown off
gonna
the
get
edge.
bounced off the edge,
Yeah.
you know. But But yeah, dude, it's like when after like let's say 2 or 3 months, I actually like 2 months, I reached out to like one of the good friend that's like was within the organization that was like the volunteering organization. And she's like, yeah, let me connect you to some of my friends that like play soccer, football out there, and like what they play a lot, like the older guys because they can afford it, is like indoor. They play sala, and
name.
so like I was playing a lot of indoor. And they get into it, and they have like a very smart mentality. They know how to play well. They know how to touch well. And if like you mess up, they're like screaming like what the hell, like come on, like like screaming, and they're all screaming at like each other, and like it's so hyper competitive, like ridiculously competitive, and I'm just like, damn, like this is like do or die type of like situation.
Do you
where
think
it's
it's
just
because
like
they're not getting sex at home?
we can dive into this later. I know. I mean,
I need this.
this is a different concept.
Not impressed. Not impressed.
Nah, but it was one of those things where it's like I had to like show up, or else like people are like, oh, dude, we can't invite this guy anymore,
Yeah.
So yeah, dude, it was
How
dope.
many
It was
how many
dope.
games do you think it took for you to earn their respect?
Well, it's like it's one of those things, dude. It's like if you've been playing for a long time, like who has like, let's say a baller knowledge, like baller's
Right.
knowledge, or like whatever. Like, oh, this guy knows how to play, or this guy just knows tricks, but he doesn't know how to play on the field. Like
Yeah.
you just understand the type
Right.
of players, the different types of players, and like kind of like their understanding. Like, oh, this guy's been playing street ball his entire life, but doesn't know how to play like on the field, like technically.
How many times were you
So,
playing it?
Twice
a week, once a week,
like 3 times a week.
3 times a
It's
week.
like Tuesday, Thursday,
what's up.
Tuesday, Thursday, and like Sunday.
So what's your approach to like coming in as like a newcomer to this like group, to like trying to prove yourself? Do you come in with a little swag? Do you come in with the humility of like, hey, do you, like try to build camaraderie and then I'll show you my skill? Or do you come in with like that swag, like who wants me?
Nah, dude, it's more like I come in and I'm just like, I'm quiet, I'm silent, and it's like I'm not gonna talk. I'm not gonna talk. I'm just gonna play my game and like let that talk, and like just understanding and like putting yourself in positions and like making good plays. Like as soon as you do like 2 solid, like let's say fundamentally smart plays, like you have a good IQ of the game, then that's when they instantly know like, all right, this guy may be a little rusty, but he knows what passes to make, or like when to make passes, or when to make runs, or this and that. So like as soon as you do that, even for me, when I'm seeing someone else, I'm like, oh, all right, this guy knows what's up. Like he has an IQ for this. So then yeah, dude, I came in, I was just quiet, but confident, quiet, and just like making my runs, doing my plays, and then like let that talk for me.
This quiet American. No, I don't know.
It's Baruski.
I know. It's
Baruski.
I was
Baruski.
speaking Russian, but there's a lot of Russian influence there.
Totally.
Oh, dude, yeah.
Yeah.
The post-Soviet.
They would mistake Preston for a Russian.
Really?
I think so.
When?
Because he drinks
When, mother?
doubles
What would
Tito's.
what would they think I would be over there? Do you think they would think I was like
American.
a neighboring like European, or
I mean, it also depends on like how you're dressed. Like that's huge. Like
Right now.
oh, this. Yeah, this who's American.
I would have made it down Italian.
Or maybe like he's like either could be like South American, or like, but like, because he has like the loose facial hair going on, and like the bling going on.
Think I'm like from Ireland or something.
Not at all, dude.
No,
No.
nobody's there is from Ireland. What's in Ireland?
I think if you were to come off Ireland, I think you just have to be redhead,
True. Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't
it's-
even think I look Irish.
or
I
at
don't even
least
know if I am.
or at least blonde.
Yeah, like if anything,
Yeah.
like anyone that doesn't have like people that come through and like
Freckles and shit.
they're either like Russian or American. Like the people that
That are
come
there?
in, they're like blonde. That come through and they're blonde, but you can easily tell. Like
Which nationality was like the most unique to you?
in Armenia.
Yeah, while being in Armenia,
Kazakhstani.
like, like this person is
That's a
from
fun
where
SSA.
you're just like, oh wow, like damn, like I would have never thought I would be meeting somebody from this place.
I mean,
Andorian. Yevon Forian.
Tatooine.
Mustafarian. Yeah, man, lava life.
Honestly, I mean, it wasn't necessarily Armenia where I met like people that I didn't expect to meet. It was more so when I did this like European Union like project, the Erasmus Plus thing, where like you like let's say Eastern European countries like whatever kind of get together and like do some projects together and like share about their culture. So I was kind of representing Armenia when I went to that. I went to Berlin and I met people from like Moldova, Siberia, Chechnya,
Wow. Fuck.
and all these different places that are like either
Damn.
within the Russian Republic
Whoa.
or like now Eastern European.
Sick.
And facts.
Facts.
I'm impressed.
I'm impressed.
And the thing is, like, when I was there, everyone can pretty much speak Russian except for like the Greek friends that were like I met there. They didn't speak Russian, so it was pretty much
Fucking Leonidas.
so everyone was speaking Russian. Like when like we had like our person like the project was done in English, but like personal time there was a lot of Russian speaking, and I was like picking up on some of it. But
Can you speak a little Russian? Or no?
I-
You weren't really able to pick it up?
no, I mean I know a few words.
Da.
Da.
Привет.
Спасибо.
Spasiba?
Huh.
What does that mean?
Thank you.
Oh, it's spasiba?
Spasiba?
Spasiba.
Yeah.
Spasiba.
Spasiba?
Like spasiba.
Spasiba.
Yeah.
Spasiba.
Kind of.
I
Like,
use
I always
Russian
mess
at
it,
Viva Burrito.
I always kind of mess it up because there's like specific like accents and like when to like have the
До
accent. and, like,
свидания.
That's vidanya.
До свидания.
Baka. Baka is like bye.
Baku!
A
We out
long
here,
ride to
eh?
the west. MLB tatted on my straight up. Nah.
Baku!
But it's crazy, dude. Like I don't even know what to say, man. Because it's just like there's a lot of French Armenians that came through, and I was around a lot of French speaking. Way. They don't even say we; they say way.
Kardashian?
And then yeah, like a lot of people, like a lot of friends that came either a friend from like Kuwait, a friend from like Jordan.
That's cool.
So like Kuwait, Jordan,
Why is that cool?
Syria,
still
Lebanon.
alive.
Jesus Christ. But and like yeah, your Iranian friends, FBI. Yo,
Name them.
Jesus. But no,
Boys,
dude.
we got him.
But honestly, man, it's just one of those things where like you're meeting all these people from all these different regions, and it's like you hear their stories and like what's going on.
You're like, no one's from Sonora in here? What the hell?
Any zapateados? Like,
Hey!
Yeah, did you meet any Mexicans over there?
Did you want to open a food truck over there?
one for each. No, I met one Mexican who was an Armenian. He was like happened to be working over there because the tech sector like in Armenia is like huge. Like it's in the region. It's like probably one of the more advanced. But nah, man. Like I met one Mexican. I was like, that's why like when I was over there, like I was like an anomaly. Like I was just like, whoa, what? Like, cause for one, like having a Mexican Armenian for one is like not really common, you know. And on top of that, like my roots from all that. So it's like, yeah, I'm Mexican Armenian from the U.S. with my dad being Armenian from Argentina, my mom being Mexican from Mexico. And like as soon as I say that, they're just like,
Whoa.
like,
You
what
need
did
a
you?
show.
What did you say? So it's just like it's a trip. So it's just like when I met people, they're like, oh, he's the Mexican. Like they knew me as like the Mexican.
Racist.
Every time they're like, oh, you're the Mexican, I started
You
crying.
didn't say it. No, I'm Chicano.
Por la causa.
Tom Horn, escucha.
Facts. No, but yeah. So it's just like it's weird because like going over there, like
was
let's
really
say, all that was solid. Y'all been practicing?
I was like, I'm cute.
Y'all got a march coming up?
Didn't you hear?
Nah,
We got
dude.
the rally right now.
Nah, dude. Nah, dude.
said
The
hi.
media censors all that, so I never hear in Armenia. No, facts. Nah, but
Impressed.
but
Hacks.
real talk. Like it's one of those things where like they know like I'm like from the U.S., but they also kind of like put everyone like let's say like my South American friends or whatever. It's like people from the U.S. are like from the U.S. and it's like one like box, you know. So it's like sometimes they say like the Yankee or this and that, and it's like. But it's
They
because
say that?
Fucking Yankee.
That
They-
sounds like
they-
racist, huh?
but they have it's because it's a different perspective, you know.
No, Yankee, I'm a Dodger.
So then like so I'm explaining to them like what's good, like, you know, like how like in the US like it's like, you know, it's massive and like we all have these different perspectives, and me coming from Southern Arizona.
Does it feel weird, like having to explain, like, because like I know where you're from.
Mm-hmm.
Where you from again? Craycroft?
TMC.
The land of Craycroft.
Tucson Medical Center.
Tucson Medical Center. Hey, me too. But no, I imagine it must be weird, like having to almost like explain, like you're from the United States, but like you're from this specific area,
Right.
to like people, like, but kind of like speaking almost like for the whole country.
in
in
a
a
way.
way.
In a way, but I'm also kind of speaking like it was mostly like not even clarification, but it's like kind of like, you know, elaborating more about like my experience in the US. It's kind of like because at the end of the day we all have our different like realities here, and the US is such a massive country that like people in the Pacific Northwest compared to people in like the upper East Coast and like the South, we all have different realities. And it's like, you know, when you people from let's say outside the US, of course like they might understand like, you know, there's these different regions, this and that, but it's just like it's like the acuteness of like what that is of like, you know, oh, you're from the US, like you're put into this box.
I wanted to ask you, sorry to cut you off. What are like the biggest stereotypes that you meet over there, people that they have for Americans? Or like,
For like from like
well, okay, so I'm sure not. Well, just like the biggest stereotypes that you've kind of like seen, just being over there. Like when you tell them you're from the States, whatever,
from like let's say locals,
and where they're like,
or
are all people like this over there? And you're like, nah.
kind of. I mean, there are like let's say
What do you encounter?
there are like let's say certain like stereotypes for sure, or like, you know, perceptions of like what Americans are, and it differentiates from like different parts. But you start realizing it like after living in Armenia for so long. I don't notice it when I first like got there, but let's say after year 1, after year 2, and like living in Armenia for so long, and then you're encountering like let's say the new volunteers that are coming onto that program that like are coming fresh from like the United States, and you hear like how they're talking, what their vibe is, then you kind of start getting a perspective of like what the rest of the world might think of people coming from the US.
What are they saying? What are they thinking?
Well, it's because it's like it's very kind of like, I hate to say, but there's like
say it.
it's there's this
Say
kind
it
of,
with your chest.
like we are, and I have to like admit, and I'm blessed, like, you know, like we have certain privileges coming from the US, you know, like we have certain things that are like very easy for us that are like, you know, that we don't think about on a day-to-day basis, that we have within our reality, that are available to us, that other people don't have.
Explain.
You know, like the accessibility of, let's say, products, or the accessibility of like certain.
So just like an Amazon.
I mean, we can order from Amazon. Like
Okay.
we have places that, like,
It's not a
get it.
third world country, bro.
Running
Yeah,
water for the showers.
But
Rivers.
but there's certain, let's say, life expectations, you know, where like what we expect from the people around us, or what we expect from, like, let's say, the government, or like services and this and that. It's like you have a standard of like what you want, you know. And the thing about here in the US is like everything should be functioning properly, you know. It's like everything that's made should be functioning at 100%, and if it functions at 95, then it's broken, it's not good. It's, or like I'm
Expectations.
I'm like
I'm gonna get my receipt and take it back to Target,
but I'm you know, I'm
which is closed on Thanksgiving Day.
exactly. No, but I'm being a little bit you know, extreme on that. But
This episode's brought to you by Target. Now hiring.
but at the end of the day, no, it's one of those things where, like, I became even more humble in Armenia, and I was like, you know, certain things, like, kind of, you got to flow with the situation, and like kind of just go with things, and certain things are not always accessible.
Like, what was maybe like a stereotype they maybe had about you, and you had to prove them wrong?
That he's not an asshole.
Do they think that we're assholes, or like selfish, or all fat, or like, you know, like stuff like that you see
Yeah.
on the internet? Like, what do they think of us? Because I know we're like
Stuck
hated.
up.
Yeah,
Kind of more like on the privileged end, like in this,
we're all privileged.
in the sense of, like, you know, we expect a lot, and we, you know, we go to places where we're very loud and outspoken, and but kind of just also kind of just like the egocentric, very egocentric. That's the thing where a lot of people, like, have this kind of stigma towards Americans, is
Where
like,
do you think that comes from? Like, because like being loud and outspoken necessarily isn't a bad thing. You know what I mean?
Right.
That could be
Owning
like a
your
personality trait.
It could, yeah,
Right.
definitely.
Right. But I think it's also the kind of the way of, like, how it's communicated, and that's also just a difference of, like, understanding different cultures, because different cultures, let's like say my Russian friends, like, they're very, like, just straight up to
Like,
the point.
like don't have like that, like
Like,
you
they're
can't say
they're-
jokes and shit.
Like they might have, but it's like that you might be able to, but their humor is totally different, you know. So it's like it's more straight, like,
Hey, did you
clear
see
cut.
that guy I hung by his fucking balls?
I laughed.
It was very funny when he choked on his own cum.
Come again?
Wait.
He said.
but no, like, that's what it is, you know. So da.
Wait, can you just reenact? So let's pretend you're a local Armenian and Preston is the newcomer American.
Okay.
Just landing from...
The hills.
Yes.
From the hills?
No, you're from...
But that's a that's kind of one of the big
hills.
stereotypes.
Okay, yeah, the hills.
What's one of the big
And
stereotypes?
what is he, like my
Host? He's your
brother or
host.
roommate?
He's your host brother.
Okay, cool. And so I'm just like, I'm from the States.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, all right, cool.
All right. Scene.
Whoa, dude. Are you Shkarev? I'm sorry, my itinerary has a smudge. You're scary Kev. What's an Armenian name?
I think we should have covered this before.
Kill him. Hey, dude, you must be my new host brother. Would you shake my hand like that? Hike.
No, I'd go in for the hug.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, Hike, dude. I'm so glad to be here in Armenia.
Bro, we're happy to. Do you want some food? Do you want some water? Do you want?
Oh man, it was such a long flight.
Here's your bed. Like, let me
Whoa.
show you to your bed. Here's your
Wow,
room.
you have a really nice house.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that a fireplace? Do you guys use it? Do you guys celebrate Halloween?
No.
I mean, Christmas.
Christmas. Yeah. We're
Yeah?
we're the first Christian nation that adopted Christianity in the world.
No. Okay. Well, cool.
Yeah, so we have Christmas.
I'm an atheist.
Perfect.
You think that's gonna go bad with the parents?
I would keep it to yourself.
Really? I kind of.
Scene.
So is that a fireplace? Because and during Christmas we usually burn logs.
Depends. Because there's many Soviet apartment buildings here that are not houses, so we don't have many fireplaces. But the houses in the village do. Yeah.
Dude, okay, so 2 things I'm worried about. Food, will I be able to even keep the food in my stomach? I'm really picky eater. Second, how are the women here? I'm trying to get laid.
Yeah. Well, all right.
Yeah.
let me put it to you straight. We have an abundance of food.
Uh-huh.
Um,
Do you guys have cheeseburgers
we
or
have
pizza?
we have a lot of French fries.
You have French fries
We
here?
have a lot of French fries.
Oh man, well, okay.
We do have burgers. We have all the restaurants you can have. That you would need. It's
have
not.
them all?
We don't have, like, let's say, the top class, like, Asian restaurants or whatever, but we have something.
Oh,
So
do you have Mexican food?
yes, we do.
You do?
We do.
No way.
We do. But
There's that one guy who
it's-
started a food truck, Gabe.
And scene.
I don't know where we're going with this. I really don't.
I was more thrilled that you had Mexican food. Oh, I'm sorry.
We have everything you would want and more.
Hey, you'd be a really good theater teacher because you cut it off just where we were about to go off the rails.
It was about to get wild.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, give it up for them, huh? All right.
Give it up for Jim and John.
Jim and John. Jim and John.
Oh, damn. But yeah, man. So you're back in Tucson, man. Back in Tucson after 3 years. I
What-
mean, what?
EGs.
where-
He needs to get EGs.
No.
Dude,
Well-
I haven't had EGs yet.
Yeah. So what? For one, when you were in Armenia, what was the one thing you missed about Tucson when it comes to food? And since you've been back to Tucson, what have you ate from that?
Real talk. Mexican food, dude. Just like straight up Mexican food. Like when I was over there, and let's
Like
say
home cooking or like a specific restaurant?
like both. But let me say, like I was remembering, I had the inch for which RIP, like Minito. Like I had it in my head.
All right.
I forgot to tell you, bro.
It's closed, right?
No, it's still open.
This fool told me it closed.
I told them it closed.
He had an inch for it though. Got a little hard.
A little.
For this dead thing.
I wanted my enchilada style chimichanga.
I thought it was.
The presidential order.
You told him it was
it was
I got it
closed.
mistaken for.
Wow.
What's that place?
Merendero?
No, it's
Muniyuki?
It's like the same street, but it has
Rigo's?
Rigo's, right? Because that one's the mariachi buffet.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that place closed.
Rigos.
I could be wrong too, though. Who knows? But Minidito is still open.
Where are we going after this?
Unpopular opinion: Minidito's overrated. Sorry.
Anyways, I
Yeah.
was looking for my enchilada style chimichanga. That was the one thing I was craving like a lot, and then I was thinking
I know
of
better
BK,
places.
BK and the Sonoran hot dogs. Like that's what I haven't got my Sonoran dog yet, but those are some things I was
And
craving.
you haven't gotten your EG.
I haven't gotten my
You haven't had no Peter Piper pizza.
I haven't had my
Oh.
St. Mary's burritos. That red.
Did you ever go to Barista de Barrio?
No.
Where's that?
San Grande.
Is that that St. Augustine thing?
No, that's the annex. No, it's same street of Pat's Chili Dogs, but you just keep driving down just before you get to Speedway.
Where you get
It's
to
right across.
Mariscos?
It's right across the street from Mariscos Chihuahua.
Oh, that's the best Mariscos too.
Yeah, that is the best Mariscos Chihuahua. on grande. And pads, you can have
I
pads.
also have been craving my
pads.
mariscos.
Mariscos.
We don't really have mariscos. We have like
Oh yeah, I was gonna ask that.
we don't
too.
have a lake. We have a lake over there, which is like with some good fish, but it's just like
I mean, lake and ocean, it's different.
it's a whole different
Yeah.
game, you know. So I haven't had like fresh mariscos like camarones and whatnot. Like my.
But did you get that in San Diego though? Because
I
that probably would
haven't
have been the freshest,
dude.
dude.
I know, man. I had fish tacos, which were bomb. The place TJ Oyster Bar and Bonita Chula Vista. I had that, which was like filled me up like. But nah,
Dopamine to the max.
I need my camarones and all that good stuff.
Camarones culichi.
Camarones con tocino.
Ay, cóctel de chihuahuita.
A huevo carnal.
Simón León.
Can we make this a bilingual podcast?
Ya sabes, papá.
¿Por qué
Bienvenido a
no?
frases. No frases.
A las fases de frases. Las
frases. Fufu.
Bienvenido a este podcast. Aquí hablamos con el André y también el Preston y aquí venimos desde la ciudad de Tucson, Arizona y bienvenido todos.
Mucho gusto. Soy muy orgulloso para estar aquí y pues sí, te extrañé mucho y aquí estamos. Aquí estamos en Tucson.
Simón, carnal.
Aquí estamos.
Dale, güey. A huevo,
R con
dale.
R cigarro, R con R barril. Rápido corren los carros de ferrocarril.
Ay,
güey,
papá.
aquí estamos.
A huevo, carnal.
Ahí viene el tren.
Let's go Tucsonenses.
Let's fucking go.
This guy was a folklorico buff. Are you still?
Folklorico, but buff I ain't. I'm a folklorico fat now.
Have we gone into his folklorico story?
We could probably.
I mean,
save
I'm
that
not,
for
not,
later.
not, I'm not talking. I'm not talking about. I'm not talking about today, but I'm
We're
just
running
saying
out
in
of
general.
content. We can always go there.
I haven't. I
Why
mean,
you gotta go there, bro?
Bro, why you gotta go there, bro?
Hey, you're not dictating this way the podcast goes, okay?
All I'm saying is this guy was a dancer, and he was the best
Yes.
in Tucson, Arizona.
Our improv community definitely
I've
knows
seen
that.
All I gotta
seen
say is those fans that I have in Armenia, they would definitely freaking appreciate what this guy has to offer.
Ooh, so how do they dance over there? What do they listen to?
Oh, we have different. Oh,
Techno?
Okay, what did they listen to that was like from our culture here?
oh, dude. I mean, they
Los Tucanes.
they love
Selena y los Dinos.
banda
The early
de
hits.
banda de codo.
Local natives.
Nah, straight up,
Música Azteca.
straight up though, like how universal. Straight up, how universal like
Flagstaff
our
hits.
Latinos.
Sorry. I'm just a fan, bro. I remember all
Let's
the
hear what
lyrics.
Armenia listens to.
Nah, I'm just saying, like Latino music has become so universal that like people around the world listen to that, dude. Like Bad Bunny, like J Balvin, like all these artists
Farruko.
are like huge. You know, like you go to like a bar, club, or whatever, and you dancing. Like I'm hearing that out there, and
That's
it's
what's
just
up.
see.
That's dope.
That one
That's
too?
what's up.
That one too?
Did they?
Sometimes.
How was how was the night scene out there? Like, was
Oh,
it bars
dude.
or andros? Was it clubs?
Definitely
Discotheques?
The thing that's the thing about Armenia.
Giant
that-
swords and helmets? How was the night scene?
Tents?
Maidens in
Dude,
distress?
Nah, I straight up loved Armenia because of this. Because like at the end of the day, like they have such a cafe culture. Like it's like 'cause I've gone to Paris once, and like it reminded me of like, you know, if you're walking through a street and like they have like the tables outside of a place of a cafe and like you can like sit down and have your coffee and this and that. That's during the day. But at night, like they have so many places, so many bars, like there's bars everywhere that like bars or like a few places that you can go and like club that like you can go and just have a drink. And the thing about Armenia,
Do
which
you have
like
any B-dubs over there?
B-dubs.
Oh,
Oh,
they had a high wire.
we have a paparazzi. Shout out to paparazzi.
Did you go to any brothels?
Any bathhouses?
How were the bathhouses there?
I didn't go, but in Serbia, they're
Wait, how far is Serbia from there?
I mean, it's a plane ride away.
Okay.
I mean, everything's a plane ride away, but I mean, not that far. I mean, it's like from Yerevan to Moscow is maybe like a 2-hour flight, potentially.
Wow.
2 or 3 hour flight.
From the
2.5.
Kremlin?
From the heart of the source, the source of the heart, blood,
Mother Russia.
Mother Russia. But nah, dude, like that's why like the
Home of Tito's.
No Russian.
no Russia.
What? It's my brother.
Are we at an airport?
Just remember.
Nah, but the life in Armenia, dude, it's like that's what really kept me there. It was like
Television. What's television like?
I didn't watch television out there, dude.
You didn't?
Like
That's something that they didn't have.
like what I was really surprised by, they do have novelas, but it's novelas from India.
Oh.
So they're Indian.
Bollywood.
They're like Indian novelas, like Bollywood novelas, but dubbed in either like Armenian or if there's any like if there's TV, like if there's something on TV, it's normally dubbed in Russian. You know.
Who do you think is the most popular American celebrity over there?
Kim Kardashian, bro. Easy.
Probably Kim.
Really? Just because she's Armenian?
Yeah, I mean that's huge. Like, dude, if you're Armenian, the Armenians.
They have tabs on you. They all know about
Armenians
you?
rap, dude. They rap hard. Like they're just like
you up.
if there's like a Mexican doing something big, like you're like hell yeah.
What G's
like,
trying
you
to say
know?
is that our podcast is about to take off after this is produced.
Yeah. Is that what they better rep hard for you then? Is that what you're saying?
They're gonna rep hard for this
we
guy.
rap.
We rep.
Yo,
got
take the
it.
shirt
I
off,
got
dog.
I got a whole team
You gotta
behind me.
rep my set. Nah, but straight up, like because we've gone through, like as a community, we've gone through so much. Like pretty much, it's the mentality like all we have is ourselves, you know. So it's just like anytime someone's doing something big, like you're repping them. Like, oh, did you see like so and so is doing this, like this and that. Like they're proud about it, you know. They're proud about their Armenianness. They're proud about the people doing big things. So that's why, yeah, Kim, dude. I mean, of course, like if anyone comes through, like Leo, Leo, or like some celebrity, of course, like they're gonna
That
get.
smile, that damn smile.
But their scope of like popularity is also different, you know. Like, you know, you have Armenian pop stars, you have Russian pop stars that are huge. So it's like
Diane Wood.
who's famous for us is different for like who's famous like around the world. Like in France, like someone else might be like the main like head honcho of like who gets all the fame, and then in Russia it's completely different, you know. So it's
Right. That's why I said who is the most famous American?
well, I would say like in Armenia, Kim.
Kim K.
Kim.
Damn.
I'm guessing like that's like yeah, facts.
Do they know why she became famous?
No cap.
No cap.
No cap. They know why she became famous.
Yeah, bro. Ray J.
Yeah, come on, dude.
They know about Ray J.
They know about Ray J.
They know about.
I think it's just one of those things where it's just kind of like, you know, but it's just like one of those. It's something where like they appreciate her, but like there's a lot of Armenians that don't also want to like attribute Armenia to her. Like she's doing a lot for like the country, like philanthropically. Like she does a lot of things low key that aren't put in the media.
Prisoners.
She releases prisoners. But at the end of the day, though, it's like
She dates SNL comedians.
oh, dude, That's
OnlyFans.
wild. That's wild. What? but
You said
yeah.
that she does things that the public doesn't know about.
OnlyFans. This man's on it. I'm
He's
impressed.
seen it.
Oh gosh.
Facts, but nah, dude. It's what I will definitely invite you guys and host you in Armenia.
I would love that. That'd be tight.
And anyone out there that also wants to roll through, it's a beautiful.
It's a big
damn
bridge. Everyone can walk on
country.
it.
This bridge is for everyone.
My bridge or like
Yes, your bridge. G's
I'm a
bridge.
Cheese
It's-
bridge.
It's kind of like the Golden Gate in San Francisco.
The
but
newest
better.
podcast coming out in Armenia, 2022. Cheese bridge. Welcome to anybody.
Well,
Anybody.
we're gonna take a little sponsorship break.
Oh yes.
We got to give a sponsor shout out to these shirts that we're wearing.
Yeah.
Preston,
Let's
take the floor on this.
Yes, I will. All right.
You can sit down. It's okay.
No, I wanna get up closer. That way.
Take a look at that.
Yeah. So these shirts that we're wearing today were given to us by one of our partnerships in the making, Food Fighter Tees by Daniel Paz.
Food Fighter tees.
They're so comfortable and funny, guys.
G
They're-
didn't get one because he was blocked. He blocked.
He would have
Preston.
gotten one for sure, but he wants to keep me in the dark about it. So these tees, guys, they're it's not just tees. They're sweaters, they're masks, they're hats, all kinds of different apparel. They're have funny like little illustrations, cartoons on them. The ones that we're
What is that?
It's a
What
grape
are,
fighter.
What are those?
They're two bunches of grapes.
I personally am going for the red grapes,
Who are
the
you
purple
go-
grapes.
You're going for the purple grapes?
Yeah, purple grapes are my fave.
I like green grapes because they have that sour
Yeah,
taste.
like
to
green
them.
apples.
Yeah, and also the green bunches of grapes reminds me of Ryu. Yeah, so this is kind of like Ken.
Gotcha.
Oh, I'm sure.
I see
or
that.
it could be Dawson.
I see those references now.
Yeah.
Wait, these are what are they called? Food fighters?
Food Fighter tees.
Food Fighter tees.
This is not
Very
a rip
comfy.
of the band Foo Fighters. So, Dave Grohl, if you're listening to this, this is not Foo Fighters. This is food.
This is Food Fighter tees.
Food Fighter tees.
Yeah, and we'll have some like
We'll post a link.
photos. Yeah.
We'll post a link.
And it's a local business, so support local. The homie Daniel, he is coming up with all these different illustrations and really good apparel. So I mean, it's just something good for a stocking stuffer coming up, or maybe stuff your turkey with one of these. Fuck the stuffing, stuff it with a Food Fighter tee.
exactly. Fuck the stuffing.
Exactly, guys.
I don't know about you, but stuffing's my shit.
Yeah. So
Stuffing is like the best part of the turkey.
I'm not a fan of
I
stuffing.
don't know about you, but I'm not a fan about that take.
No.
My hot take is that stuffing is hot.
Stuffing, I don't know, man. I don't even know what it is.
Bread.
Yeah,
Carrots.
that's weird.
Y'all been having
Depending on your family, it could be fucking raisins in there.
y'all been having
White.
the wrong kind of stuffing.
No. I don't want more bread, bro. That's why you have like those little Hawaiian rolls.
Yeah.
So you like your stuff dry.
I like just turkey, dark meat. Fuck the white meat.
White meat can be good if it's juicy.
If it's juicy and maybe I throw some gravy on it, it
Yeah.
can be.
Yeah.
But for me, it's the go-to is cranberry, and not that like real like cranberry, the one that's like how would you describe it? Like
Are you talking about the sliced
can?
can?
I like the sliced canned
Yeah, me
cranberry.
too.
That's for
Yeah,
me.
that's
But
like-
I know some other families like do like almost like a fresh
Syrup.
not like a syrup, but it's almost like a
Just like the actual fruit.
yeah, where it's like kind of really like has
Craisins.
what do you call that shit, man?
Come.
Pulp, like
Oh,
pulpy.
okay, yeah,
you know where
yeah,
it's
yeah.
like pulpy
Yeah, yeah,
cranberry.
yeah,
Yeah.
Miss me with that.
Yeah.
and then mashed potatoes and gravy.
Miss me with that.
You really
bush.
can't go wrong with that.
We're talking about Christmas, right?
Yeah, we're talking about Christmas. Yeah. No.
Who are you? Not impressed. Not impressed.
Bro. Okay, so
We all do the same shit for Thanksgiving. For Christmas, what we do tamales. Do you guys do tamales?
Yeah.
Or do you do ham or turkey?
I couldn't
I
afford
don't.
tamales.
We don't. For Christmas, I don't really do turkey. We do ham,
Ham is.
tamales, and then I think usually
Do you do both kind or just like the red ones?
Just the red ones.
Do you put a olive in it, the green olive?
Yeah, I always take it out though. Not a fan of olives.
What?
Nah.
Y'all wild.
But
I didn't say I did
But
that.
the main dish is prime rib. The main
Wash
dish.
your hands.
The main dish for Christmas is prime rib.
That's right. Do you guys really do that?
Yeah.
Prime rib?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, an extra seat?
Yeah.
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 No, we don't do that. It's just tamales and beans and rice.
Yeah. We.
That's nice.
It's humble Christmas.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be for the Lord. For the Lord, for the
You know
manteca.
For the lad.
Manteca.
I might have to put a request in for the Make a Wish, John Jane Rich.
We just want prime rib this Christmas, John Jay. And Rich, I hope to be.
My boy Press, he been going through it.
I just eat beans and rice.
He be living like the
I'll sponsor you.
Netaqualts and the Cuauhtemocs back in the day.
The most humbling Thanksgiving I ever had was in Disney, and it was me and two people, and we bought that like deli ham that you put on sandwiches,
Yeah.
and we had that on paper plates, slices of deli ham that you put on a sandwich with peanuts, and I think it was like one apple slice that we shared with Mike's Hard Lemonade.
Dog, you that just reminds me of remember how poor we were at Disney? You know, and
Remember
like,
when we made that?
that's what I'm saying.
That collaboration.
Because like
meal?
it came to a point where I was picking up shifts left and right because I wanted to get a MacBook. Long story short, it didn't happen. But
More like it got mad booked.
facts.
Sorry.
Anyways, that'll come out some other time.
Yeah.
Anyways, but we were kind of like living paycheck to paycheck, me and Press at Disney. So one week, like we really just didn't have much food.
No.
You know, I had maybe pasta and like something else, and like Preston didn't have pasta. He had sauce and and something else. So we're
We
just
came
like
together.
We're like, dude, like this is all I got. Like, what do you got? And
No, you know what I had? Or no, wait, did I have like that, like a bag of beef, or did I just contribute sauce?
I don't know if we stole beef from like one of your roommates.
No, I was stealing other stuff, but it wasn't the beef.
Dog, we were scavenging.
Jesus.
Every single night, I would steal one item from my roommate's pantry,
God.
but I would change it up. Like, all right, tonight I'm sorry, Nick. Tonight I'm sorry, fucking Blake.
I wasn't really scavenging, but I was definitely living off of pasta and like eggs for a while.
Raisins and rice.
Raisins and rice.
Do you
I can't
remember?
even
Do you
buy
remember the?
raisins.
Do you remember the time when we went out and we went out to B-dubs and we got really lit, but we came home on the bus and there was one girl that was super effed
my
up,
God.
and
Yeah.
me and G volunteered to like walk her back to her wherever she
We didn't
lived.
volunteer, dude. It was like either she figures herself out or like, you know, and like who knows what will happen to her, or like we walk her home. Like
Yeah, so we volunteered to walk her home, and because nobody else is gonna do it.
she was literally
Yeah.
like sitting on like, let's say it's like the public bus, but the Disney public bus, and she was like sitting on like the bench, like by herself, just like falling over, like she
Oh
couldn't
my
control herself, like
God.
she was done, like she was out, and me and Press were just like.
also both lit.
I was like buzzing out. We were pretty good on a pretty good ride.
But we didn't go
But-
to Duke, so we like helped her out.
yeah, we're just like, dude, like that's fucked. Like she has no one,
Yeah.
like so me and Press
That's
like we're like
noble of you guys.
we're just like, yo, like where do you live? Like where you at? So then like I don't know, I grabbed her or you grabbed her. Like I grabbed her, right? I was like cuffed like with her arm, like hey,
Grab
like,
her by the
like-
pussy.
Where you live at?
get the fuck out.
We carried her like a
She-
hurt
look-
athlete.
Yeah, luckily she lived in the same apartment complex that we.
I think that's
we
called the
did.
fireman.
The fireman.
Fireman Carrie.
And we got her home, and then she was like, "You want to come in?" We're like, "No, we're good."
Yeah, she had like this really dude.
That's
She was
crazy.
barely standing, and then like, I think her apartment was like 101 or something. I still kind of remember. I don't even remember. I don't
Daddy
know.
The
issues.
sad thing is, G walked me home, and he stayed at my house. And the next morning, I woke up to
Oh,
this
I was
sink
pretty lit. Damn.
full of.
It was it was bad.
What was it?
So he come over to my place, and he stayed on the couch. And I wake up the next morning. I know he's like still there, but he has a blanket on him because my roommate Nick.
I think it was Nick. Nick put a
Nick
blanket
came
on
and
me.
put a blanket on him.
So nice of
And
Nick.
then I'm like, oh, cute. And then I went to the kitchen, and I'm like, what the fuck, bro? I looked in the fucking sink, and on the side where it's not where the disposable,
It was on
it's
the
on the
valves.
sink where it gets drained, covered in fucking vomit, bro.
Oh god.
All chunky.
Yo,
and shit.
at least I made an effort to vomit
Bro.
in the sink. You know.
Yeah, but he chose the wrong one,
God.
and I was like, oh my god, what the. It was.
Gee, get over here.
And he was passed out, bro. And I literally felt like, responsible for that. So I was like, fuck, this is on me. What am I going to do? Hey, wake up, clean it. No. So, I went and got gloves. I got a garbage bag. I scooped that shit, bro, with my hand.
It was you know like that soup that's that come in those
Chowder?
the green packets,
Yeah.
like the
Yeah,
soup that
yeah.
you eat when you're sick.
Yeah.
And you open it up and it's
Yeah.
also the same packaging of the alphabet soup.
Yeah.
You open that up and you put it for some reason I think that
Ugh.
was that soup. It was that soup. I had that soup before going out because
That's
I
disgusting.
I didn't have much
It
money.
was
I didn't
the
have much of a
worst.
dinner and that's all I had in my stomach.
That's
I was
horrible.
so fucking grossed out by that, bro.
That's horrible.
But I had to.
But dude,
I had to man up.
I was feeling rough.
Oh, yeah.
As soon as I got we dropped the girl off, we started walking to Preston's apartment. As soon as I got into his apartment, I hit a wall and I was just like,
oh,
I gotta.
we all been there. Am I right?
And it was rough.
Yep.
And it was so rough that the next day we had to go on. We were supposed to go on a field trip with the class, the leadership class that we were taking.
I was so mad that you didn't go.
Yeah, but then you had your own experience, and then you couldn't get up the next day.
Oh, fuck yeah.
That's right. So perspective. Nah, but I was so hung the next morning where I was just I can't
Dude, he was
get
so
out.
hung the next morning.
I
couldn't.
Fuck, I bet.
He was calling me.
Hung
he was,
and uncut.
he was calling me. He was like, "Dude, you gotta come." I'm like, "We're going to Magic
You're
Kingdom,"
so hung, you've gotta come.
and I'm just like, and I'm like, nice one. And I'm just like, dude, I can't make it. I just don't feel good. I gotta stay home. And he was pissed, and I'm just like, dude, I don't care.
I don't know why I was so pissed.
I was just like, dude, I don't care. I feel like I'm not going out. And then you had
when I
one
started
night.
blocking him on my Snapchats.
Yeah, he was really mad. But then one night he went out and then he slept in the car, and that was a rough one.
That was the
Because
worst.
I think that if you're so bad that you didn't want to go through security because then you might get caught up or something, so
Oh,
you
yeah,
slept
yeah,
in the
yeah,
car outside of the apartment
Yeah,
complex.
Yeah, shout out to Alexis
And
sleeping with me,
and
my caregiver.
and then the next day we had something to do and he literally could not he was not capable.
Dude, I pre-gamed with 3 of those Smirnoff ices.
Yeah.
8 shots of Smirnoff raspberry.
Was that the night that we were at Patterson and
Not
we had to knock on the door?
impressed. Not impressed.
Yeah, that was that night.
Damn.
Yeah.
Oh, that night.
And then probably what they would do is they would take in a water bottle with
Double
vodka in
shots
it.
of Tito.
Oh my god.
It was
Oh,
Smirnoff, not even the good stuff, bro.
Shots done.
God.
Holy shit!
What a-
I never want to experience that again.
That
Damn.
was an experience.
I'm talking about scooping up your vomit. Never.
But no, but Disney was definitely a ride.
That was an adventure.
It was,
It was a
a
ride?
it was a definitely
It was like an
it was,
attraction.
it was like
itself.
Expedition Everest, you know.
Yeah, forwards, backwards.
That's cool. Well, shit, guys. I mean, this has been
All over the place.
This has been
For those of
great.
you who are still listening, if you've even gone this
Hey,
far,
take a shot every
Okay.
time we switch subjects.
Damn it. The final skit.
All right,
Final
welcome
scene.
back.
clap it in, guys. Clap it in. Fourth quarter.
Who's up? We got the 2 kickers.
And
The 3
scene.
kickers.
We all
Oh,
kicked in
shit.
football. Anyways, fun fact.
We all kicked in football, and that was the end of our career.
I was taught by Martin Encinas.
You were top. TMI, you think?
No, really, I was taught by him.
Anyways.
What a kicker.
Well then, if you're still listening to this point, Jesus, like congratulations, because I don't even know if I would
You
still
must
be
know
listening to
us.
this point.
Exactly.
No, if you're still listening, it's
Shout out to
because-
Jesse.
Shout out to Jesse.
Let's link.
Let's.
But yes, we are wrapping up this episode. It was a fun one. It was great.
Yeah,
We're happy to have you back, brother.
We out here.
And
I'm alive.
yeah, tune in.
for
Tune
the
in
first
next
time
episode.
in a long time.
Hopefully, this guy isn't a stranger to the show. So
Yeah, hopefully he unblocks me.
You've been unblocked, sir.
All right, you heard it here.
I haven't blocked. I mean, I've definitely.
I got the
been blocked.
receipts.
You telling other people to take screenshots and send it to you? I know the game. That's why I blocked everybody.
Before we end,
I literally blocked like 15 of my sister's friends.
we gotta present G with the
Merch.
first ever Phases hat. We'll let Preston present this hat to him.
With this hat, I do declare the inaugural first guest of Phases Podcast.
Facts.
Careful. I should be standing.
That's fam love. Doesn't fit,
Yes.
but that's fam love.
Yes, looks great on you. Looks great on you. Yep, Phases. It's official.
It's all a phase.
It's official.
Well, guys, you heard it here. It's official.
We're going to be signing off, guys.
See ya.
Much love.
Much love.
Later.